Good morning. Thank you both for joining today's interview. I'm excited to get to know you better. Let's start with introductions. Can you please tell me a bit about your background and why you're interested in the admin social media position?
Okay, good morning, Miss Kiki, Rukia,
Good
Tuasikal.
morning.
Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Arisona Pattilouw, and I'm currently graduate with a degree in English education. Throughout my studies, I developed strong communication skills, both in writing and speaking, which I believe are essential for social media management. I am passionate about digital communication and social media as a tool for engaging audience. And I think my background in English education will help me create clear, concise, and engaging content. I am excited about the opportunity to apply these skills in an administrative role and contribute to growing the company's online presence.
Good morning, Miss Kiki. I am Isti Julisti Iksan, and I also graduate in English education. During my studies, I focused on language development and content creation. I've always been fascinated by the role social media plays in communication, and I'm interested in using my background in English education to create content that's both informative and engaging. I'm particularly drawn to this role because I can blend my writing skills with my organizational abilities to manage content and engage with an audience effectively.
Okay, thank you both for sharing. It's clear that you both have strong writing and communication skills. Since the role requires you to manage and schedule content, how do you approach organizing tasks, especially when you're handling multiple platforms?
Okay, in my experience, organization is the key when it comes to managing multiple tasks. During my time at university, I often had to juggle assignments, uh, project and presentation. I use tools like Google Calendar and Trello to keep track of deadlines and break down tasks into smaller steps. When it comes to social media management, I will use scheduling tools like Hotsite or Buffer to plan content in advance and ensure everything goes live on time. I find that having a clear content calendar and staying proactive helps me avoid missing deadlines.
I completely agree with Arizona. I'm a big fan of using digital tools like Trello and Google Sheets to stay organized and my my previous internship, I helped manage content calendars, and I made sure to keep track of which posts needed to go live, which ones were in draft, and which had been approved. I also ensured that all content was aligned with the platform's specific needs. For example, on Instagram, we would focus more on visual contents, while on LinkedIn, the tone would be more professional. Staying organized and flexible has always been my approach.
Okay, both of you have great strategies for staying organized. Now, social media can often require quick changes. For example, when a trend emerges or there's last minute content to publish, how do you handle such situations?
I believe flexibility is the key when it comes to social media. If there's a last minute trend or a change in direction, I prioritize and assess how urgent it is. It first makes sure that the new content aligns with the overall brand messaging. If needed, I will quickly adjust the content calendar, ensuring that the new post gets published while not disrupting others' planned content. I also believe communication is vital in these moments, so it keep the team updated on any change.
I also agree with Arizona. I think it's important to stay calm and assess the situation. If an emerges or there's urgent content to be shared, I will quickly adjust the content plan, making sure it fits within the context of our current strategy. I also make sure to inform the team about any changes, especially if we need additional visual or messaging. In a fast-paced environment like social media, it's essential to adapt quickly without compromising quality.
Okay, great approaches. As an admin social media, you'll be responsible for engaging with followers. How would you manage responses to comments and message, especially when dealing with negative feedback?
Okay, handling comments, especially negative ones, requires professionalism and empathy. My education in English has taught me the importance of tone and clarity in communication. If a negative comment arises, I will respond promptly and respectfully, acknowledging their concern and offering a solution or explanation. I always aim to maintain a positive brand image while addressing any issues head on. It's important to show that the company cares about its audience feedback and is willing to resolve any issues.
I also agree with Arizona. When responding to negative feedback, I will first make sure I understand the issue before responding. I'd maintain a calm, empathetic tone and avoid any defensive language. If possible, I'd offer a solution or direct the person's customer service for further assistance. My goal would be to turn the situation into a positive direction, showing that the company values feedback and is committed to improving.
Okay, that's great. Both of you seems to have a solid approach to managing engagement. Now, given your background in English education, how do you think your skill in writing and communication will contribute to this role?
Okay, as a graduate of English education, if I develop a strong foundation in writing communication, grammar, and clarity. These skills are essential when creating social media posts, as it's important to keep the message clear, concise, and engaging. Additionally, my ability to tailor my writing for different audience, whether it is professional, casual, or academic, will help in crafting contents that resonates with diverse group. I'm confident that my background will allow me to create content that effectively communicate the brand message.
Okay, Miss. My background in English education has also given me strong writing skills, especially in crafting clear, well-structured content. I've learned how to adjust my tone depending on the context, which is important for social media management. as the tone can vary across platforms. Additionally, my education has made me mindful of the importance of language in building relationships, which is key when engaging with followers on social media. I believe I can bring a thoughtful approach to creating content that connects with the audience while staying true to the brand's voice.
Okay, it sounds like both of you are very well prepared for this role. Before we finish, do either of you have any questions for me?
Yes, I have any question for you. I was wondering how your team measures the success of social media campaign and what role the admin plays in that process.
And I'd also like to know more about the tools you typically use for scheduling and analytics. Are there specific kinds of tools that team prefers?
Okay, those are great questions. I'll provide more details after the interview. And thank you for your time today. It's been great hearing about your skill and experiences. We'll be in touch.
Thank you for the opportunity. We look forward to hearing
Okay.
from you, Miss.
Thank you for